Hey, it's Adam with Tech Dive AV Club, and we're looking at how to do a VHS Rewind Effect in Vegas Pro 17. So, really quick, first you just need a clip that you're ready to rewind. This clip is just something that you can easily see when it's traveling in reverse, and we're going to reverse this, but we're going to do it in a VHS style. Now, this particular one will not include reversing audio. I want to do a separate tutorial about reversing audio effects. When my VCR growing up, when I would rewind it, it would not rewind the audio. I think older ones may have, but I'm copying my experience at home when I was a kid, rewinding those VHSs. So, without further ado, first you get your clip that you want to have rewound, and then you need to right-click and copy it, and then select in front of it, and then you can hit Control-V, or you can right-click and paste. The Control-C command also works to copy. So now we have the clip twice. Now we need to reverse the clip. So right-click and then hit Reverse, which is right here on the menu. Now this always has a little bit of choppiness in Vegas. So if you would like, you can go to Draft right here in your preview window. Go to Draft and Auto to have a more smooth effect if you're having trouble there. But something about rewinding, something about reversing footage in Vegas always tends to do that. I'm going to go back to Best Full just so you can kind of see the effects I'm doing better. Now, the next thing we need to do, so this already will instantly, from the frame, start reversing. And like I said, it'll look a little choppy until we pre-render it, which we're going to talk about in a second, but we already have the beginning of the effect. The next thing to do is we want to speed ramp it a little bit. We want it to speed up as if it's being reversed, and we want that speed to ramp as if the VCR heads take a second to ramp up and spin the tape backwards. So you're going to highlight the reverse clip, and you're going to go to Insert, Video Envelopes, Event Velocity. That inserts this green line here. Now, in a nutshell, there's several different ways to speed up and slow down things, but velocity is going to be perfect for ramping. We're going to want, this is 0, this line where it is now, this is the normal speed. We're going to want it to kind of instantly start a little faster, to like 150%, and then we're going to want it to speed up and go even faster than that. Quick interjection here. We're going to do a couple notes about velocity that I did not cover when I was doing this. This ramp happens naturally. Anytime you double click a part of your velocity, you can just raise or lower it. 100% is obviously the speed of the video. 150% would be, like 200% would be twice speed, 400% would be 4 times speed. Whatever kind of speed you're trying to get in the video will be represented here at what the velocity is set. And by double clicking and creating these keyframes in the velocity, you're essentially ramping it up and back down. So you really only, if you want to get rid of them, you can right click and delete them as well too. So now let's watch it. You can even have it speed up a little bit more. So you'll notice something. It starts pulling from part of the clip that never existed in the original shot, because this clip is longer than what I wanted to be reversed. And so what I actually need to do is pick the spot here after I've got the speed I want, that I want it to stop reversing at, and cut or trim by grabbing the side of it right there to the speed. So this is going to heavily speed it up. And so let's pre-render this so we can see what we're doing so far. You can grab this loop region here and then right click and hit selectively pre-render video. And then whatever you select right here is just a temporary render. It's just so you can see the effects you have on it so far. There we go. We got it suddenly speeding up and reversing. So, now that we've got that, the next thing we want to do, and you can do this for any length of video, I just want you to realize that when you're speed ramping it, you're actually adding more footage back, because think about it, it's footage over time, right? So if you're displaying more frames faster, then you're going to be needing more frames to fill up the same amount of time. So just keep that in mind as you're doing it. So the next thing you need to do is you need to decide if the VCR you're simulating, does it get brighter or darker? I know mine a lot of times seem to get darker because it was suddenly displaying half the pixels. So the next thing we're going to do is actually go to Media Generators and go to Solid Color and grab black. And I'm going to drop black on here. And I'm going to just size it to the same size as my reverse clip. And I'm going to bring the opacity down to like 10%. And then that little 10% of black will be like the reduced light from the reversing. And you can even kind of have it ramp up a little bit with the video ramping up. If you grab the corner here, you can actually ramp up the black effect with the speed of the reversal. So that's going to mess up your pre-render, but that's okay. The next thing we're going to do is right-click and insert video track, and we're going to get rid of this media generators thing because we don't need that anymore for the solid color. We're not picking a different color. So one thing to keep in mind though, if this aspect ratio is off, your black effect is going to be off. So don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Make sure that it's the same if 16:9 for both your source media and the black you're putting over it. So go to your media generators again and go to titles and text, and then grab any kind of sample text. We just want this to pop up. This is your VCR rewind signal. Now this, you have a lot of flexibility here in how you want to do it. It probably needs to be white because most displayed white text, and it probably needs to say or rewind, and usually has 2 back arrows, which you can simply do with the less than sign. And this is usually some sort of thin and basic kind of rounded font. So not that, but let's see. Something like that, and it's also usually small and in the corner. So the next part of this effect, because we got the rewind, we've got the let's arrow through here, we can see it suddenly starts rewinding, it ramps up, it goes faster. The next thing we need is the actual interlacing, because the part that makes it VCR and not just backwards footage is the fact that it would have been like an interlaced media, and it would have kind of just looked fuzzy when you reversed it. So the easiest way to do that is to go to your video effects and go to TV Simulator. And then just grab the TV look and throw it on here. Now you're going to want to really mess with this though. Your detail zoom, leave it alone. Your aperture grill, I would lower that a ton. Your interlacing, I would lower that a ton. Your vertical sync, you're going to want to leave the same, right? This is not usually an effect you get by reversing a VCR. You don't usually lose vertical sync, but you do sometimes lose a little bit of line sync. So we're going to add just a touch of line sync mess up there. The scan phasing is something you might want to add a little bit more, because that would be something that would mess up while it rewinds. Your phosphorescence, again, you can get rid of this entirely if you want it to darken. If you want it to brighten, you can actually add some phosphorescence, but I'm going to take away mine entirely because I want it to darken. And you can add just a bit more static because it's not reading the image fully. The VCR heads aren't reading the images fully. So now I'm going to pre-render this whole thing so we can see how it all looks together. Now let's watch it. That's how to do a VHS rewind effect. Again, you can make this as long or short as you want it. All that really depends on your velocity right here. Tutorial. This is just a quick one about rewinding video. We got plenty more on the way. This is part of the video marathon, and I've got one for movie studios coming too. Please remember, if you buy anything through my affiliate links, including this software, that really helps us out a ton. And if you're new to editing, you can always check out my Udemy course, where I go through 3 separate video projects and we edit them together, and I teach not just the software but also the ins and outs of editing as editing theory. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.